finished the first half of an entertaining cup tie at Kilbowie. Clydebank looked in the mood early on. John Crawford's shot, though, no trouble for Paul Mathers, with John Henry ready to pounce. But a somewhat lethargic Dundee side were punished both for their lack of hunger and the Bankies' speed on the break when the Crawford-Henry combination worked once more. But this time the young midfielder, with the time, the space and the cool head to slot it around Mathers in the 31st minute. Dundee shaken out of their lethargy. Noel Blake's header 2 minutes later was cleared off the line by defender Graham Ferguson. But when Ferguson was sent off early in the second half, the seeds were sown for a frantic finale to this cup tie. Ferguson's second bookable offence, and Clydebank reduced to 10 men. He took the early bath, but another 3 players were booked within 3 minutes after this incident. Dundee piled forward. Weghorst sending the long ball for McCann to chase, and when his cross came in, Morten Weghorst, who'd raced forward, unleashed a powerful shot. It was goal-bound but for the fingertips of Clydebank keeper Alan Monaghan and the underside of the bar. But with just 6 minutes remaining, the Dens Park team finally made the breakthrough. 10-man Clydebank stretched to the limit. Morten Weghorst attempting to go forward, but the ricochet fell for young Paul Tosh. A superb finish from the young midfielder, but the resultant wave of jubilation and relief from the travelling fans spilled over onto the pitch from both the covered enclosure and from behind the Clydebank goal. Initially it appeared innocuous, but within seconds a scuffle broke out in the goalmouth area as Dundee fans began to attack Bankie's keeper Alan Monaghan. He wrestled one of them to the ground before players, officials and police eventually intervened. Monaghan was clearly dazed by events. He was eventually led off the field as his teammates made their way back to the dressing room. Highlighting the initial moments of the incident just after that Paul Tosh goal reveals that keeper Monaghan, standing at the right-hand post, was confronted by 3 Dundee fans before eventually wrestling one of them to the ground. These scenes are amongst the most dramatic at a senior Scottish football ground in years. At this stage, there was still 6 minutes left of play in the tie, but clearly there was a question mark as to whether the game would continue at all. Amidst confusing scenes, 5 minutes passed as referee Alistair Hewitt consulted with police, then with 2 of the Clydebank directors and Dens boss Jim Duffy. As several arrests were made, Mr Hewitt decided to play on. But after the final whistle, Dundee Vice-Chairman Malcolm Reid promised to help identify and then to ban any of the Dundee supporters involved in the incidents which sadly upstaged this tie.